Okay, guys, welcome to CHASER'S Tech Academy. You guys are highly welcome, and today we are going to be talking about how to use Pixellab. This might be the number one Pixellab tutorial you are going to see on YouTube. I'm telling the honest truth because I'm going to be doing this video like how to show you everything, and this video might be quite long, so get ready to learn. Okay, just put your mind that you want to learn. Don't look at the length of the video, look at what you are going to learn. And before we move on, make sure you click on the subscribe button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, then turn on the notification bell. So let's get started. So this is wait, let me go back and show you guys what Pixellab looks like. Okay, this is the app we are going to use and it's called Pixellab. So once you come to your phone, once you've downloaded Pixellab from your Play Store, you click on it, will bring you to this interface. Okay, so this is how it works. So let me show. I have to work with my brush. This is for the font or the letters, you understand what I'm saying? Then this one here is when you want to import something, where you go to, you can change background from here. But let's let's continue so you can understand what I'm saying. Okay, once you come on Pixellab, you see this text, new text. Once you want to change this text, you click on this A icon, then you will see edit. You will see edit. You will see delete. You will see copy. You will see to front. That means when you say front, that means you have to move that image or that text front. If it's back, like back here, let me show you guys. If it's back, you see, then positioning, this is positioning. Let me say you want to move it up or you want to move it down, you want to move it by the side, you want to move to the left, to the right, depending on what you want to do. Then this one also is also positioning. This one is also positioning, but look at what it does. You have to move this, whether you want it to be at the center. So this is the center. I want it to be down, I will click on the down part. You see what I'm doing? I want it to go to the extreme end, whether left or right, I'll do it. You see, depending on where you want your text to be. So all this thing help you to like put your text in order, in alignment when you want to design. So when you another one, you see size. That's where you increase the size of your text or you reduce it. This is the size. Then you see padding. Paddling is like, how will I, let me show you. This is what paddling means. Paddle left or right. When you paddle right, you see what it's doing. You can see the difference now, depending on what you want to do. Then this one is called color. You want to change the color of your text. This is where you come to. Sorry. When you want to change the color of your text, okay? This is it. Means I want to change it to blue. Then if you come to this color, we have the normal color and the gradients. Now let me show you the difference between the normal color and the gradient. The gradients here, this is the normal color that I've been showing you. Then you want to make use of the gradients. You can see they are multicolored. These are multicolored. So let me say I want to change the let me add color to it, but I don't want this thing to confuse because we are still going to do a more practical aspect when we start designing flyers and logos. Okay, and let me say I want the middle to be okay. See where I clicked, this is where I want to work on the color. I want this place to be purple. You see purple, where is purple? I want this place to be purple. See, I've clicked on it. That's gradient for you. You have to mix your color. As you can see, you are affected. You have shown on our text already. Then this one is called texture. This is whereby you use an image, you input an image inside your text or object. I don't know what is this thing is doing. Okay, let's say we want to add this gold color. This gold color now. This golden color to our text or image. Have to click on it. It will show up. Then you can see it has reflected on our text. Then you can enable it. I know you guys might not see what I'm doing now, but when we start designing, you understand better, okay? But I want us to design something today. That's what I'm trying to rush. I will design something here so all of us can see. Then I'm not even done. Okay, where do we stop? The texture. This is, let me make this thing big. This is called opacity, and opacity means you can easily reduce or increase the lightness or the dark. Like if you want it to be light, if you want it to be dark, you want to be like a bit transparent, or you want the colors to let me show you. This is what I'm talking about. Are you seeing it? You can reduce it to 0 if you don't want to see the color, the stuff again, or the color of that thing again. You can increase it. Then you can enable after effect, but most of the time I don't use this. Okay, then you come to here. This one is called the rotate angle. This is how it's done. You can see what it's doing depending on how you want to rotate. Okay, you know how you want to rotate your text. Then this marks, let me say I want to cut something. Even if you are doing it like this, you guys might not understand this one. This mark is a separate case on its own, and I'm going to treat it. Okay, so you want to cut off something, or you want to cutting on your objects. Okay, so then we come to fonts. This is called fonts. This AB symbol is called font. Then this is your font. These ones here is font. These fonts are the ones that Pixellab will give you once you download it. It's there, it's inbuilt in Pixellab. Then if you come here, this one is called my fonts. That means the one you use your hand to download. I'll still show you guys how to download fonts. Okay, then this recent here is the ones you've used most. I don't think I have a recent this thing because I have to clean my Pixel and my phone. Okay, this is a new phone actually, so I have to, if I say clean, I have to install new Pixel app on this my new phone to do this thing. Okay, so this is it. So these are the fonts you can use. Let me say you want to change the font of your text. You can use this one. You can see it has changed. The text has changed. If you come back here again, you can click on another one. You see the text has changed. Let me go to my font. You can see it has changed already. You can look at it here to see when your font is, your text is changed. You can look at the text here. Another thing is this: you can actually change text like this also. If you don't want to change the whole text, you understand what I'm saying? If you don't want to change the whole text, you come here. Let me show you here. Then hold any of these blue things depending on where you want to change the text or where you don't want to change. Let me show you. I don't want to change the text new. I don't want them to have the same text. So this new, now I'll change the text, the font. Sorry, I'll change the font. I'll click on this. You can see the font has changed. Let me say I want to use another one for it. Likewise, the color, when you are dealing with color, you can also use it this way. Okay, then this B style, this B stands for style. This B here. Okay, let me show you how to use it. Once you click on it, it will bring you to this place. You can see that same thing I told you. If you want to make it bold, this is the bold. Then if you don't want to make it bold, then if you want to make it italic, you see, you can see where it's only the new that I'm working on. The text is different from the new. You want to make it italic, you want to underline the new, you can see. If you don't want to underline it again, you can click on the T icon. If you want to underline, you click on the U. If you don't want to underline, you click on the T. If you want it to be italic, you click on the I. If you want it to be bold, you click on the B. Okay. Then this curve means, you know what to mean now, to curve something. So click on curve. Let me say I want to bend it upwards. You see, bend it. You want to curve, or you can do it this way also. This is what this one is used for. Curve is used for bending something in Pixellab. Then you come to background. The background of your text. We are still working on text, so we have not started though. You can see all these places. Let me show you what we are still going to work on. All these ones. Let me use arrow. All these ones, I'll still teach you their uses, everything here. So we are just getting started. You don't have to be tired. Okay, see all these ones we are still going to teach them. Then inside each, even this, inside each one of them, they have their own functions. That's why I told you this class is going to be a comprehensive class. Okay, so when it comes to the background, if you want to enable background for your text, you see this text already has a background. Then let me say you want to change the color. Okay, you don't want this, you want this one. Just anyhow, you just play around with the colors depending on what you are working on. Then the gradient, you can also use the gradient. See the one that I've created before we started at the beginning. Okay, then we come to align. This is alignment, means for your how will I tell you now, for your text or your design to be arranged. Let me show you. I want to edit this so that you can be many. You guys will see why I did what I did. You see now this thing is not aligned. Okay, let me come to alignment. This one you can see that here is aligned. All of them are aligned at the edge. At the edge here, all of them are aligned. If I want the alignment to be at the center, I want the alignment to be at the center, I will do it. If I want it to be at the end, I will show you all of them. Now let me click on this one. I want it to be at the center. You see the way is already at the center, because this thing now that already, you see, let me just do it this way. You see what I'm telling you, depending on what you want to align. Okay, then you come to spacing. This is, let me say I want to space this one is called letter spacing. You space the letters. Then let me say you want to space the word. You see the words are being spaced. Okay, this is what this space is used for. Then you come to line spacing. Line spacing is this. Wait, the space between the letters. Line spacing is here, this place now, this place. Wait, let me show you this place now. This space between this line, between these two sentences. Okay, Let me say I want to space it. See, I'm creating space for it. If I don't want to space it, I want them to be together. You see, depending on what you want to do. You don't like if your sentence they are too close to each other, then you space. You know what you want to do. Then this one is called stroke, and stroke is used for this. Can you see the difference now? You see what this thing? Let me remove it. This is the stroke. Once you can enable it, most of the time I use this thing a lot. Then if you want to give your stroke color, you see, depending on what you want to do, then you can use gradient also. See what the gradient did? Okay. Then after stroke is shadow. And you know what I love most? If we start designing, people will notice that I use shadow a lot. I use it. Some people say don't use shadow, this one, that one, but it's for people that don't know how to use shadow. Personally, I love using shadow. Okay. Okay, this is it. Now I will reduce the opacity. You know when when I said opacity earlier when we started, this is the opacity of. Then I reduce it. Can you see what it's doing? Let me just put it here then so you guys can understand what it's doing. You see, the opacity reduce the color of the this I added to it. Now let me say then you reduce the blur radius. The blur radius has to be reduced anytime you want to use shadow. Have that in your mind. This outer glow, this outer glow, I don't normally use it all the time. Just depending on what I'm designing. Okay. Then this offset x, offset y. This is what it means. Let me show you. You see what it's doing to the text. Maybe you want your text to your style, just for styling, advanced styling. Then see what this one is doing. See this one, I did not show you. See, you can do it this way or this way, depending on where you want it to be. Okay. Then you can do this one like this. You see what I'm showing you? So let's do it normal. Okay. You can see there's a difference. Let me say you want to do inner shadow. You can see what the inner shadow did to it. Personally, I don't like using this. I don't. I don't. But depending on what you are designing, you can use it. This is the inner shadow. Okay. See what it's doing. Offset X. Okay. Offset Y. Are you seeing it? Offset X, offset Y. But let's continue. They come to emboss. When you come to emboss, let me show you. When you come to emboss, this is what it does. It gives lightning. You can see this NEPA bulb. Sorry, I mean light. This bulb here. Okay. This bulb. This is what you use. This bulb here is what you use to increase or decrease the light you want to add. Okay. Let me see. You see what? See. Are you seeing what I'm doing? Are you seeing what I'm doing? And let me say I want to increase the intensity of the light. You can see. Okay, let me say this ambient light I normally reduce it depending on what I'm designing. Most of the time, the only time I normally increase the ambient light, is when I want, maybe let me say the color of my logo or the design I'm doing, not the design, the text or logo is yellow. Normally, that's the time I normally use it, like increase it. If it's white, you might not be able to see what you are designing. Then this specular hardness, normally it should be like 40. Normally 40. For me, I normally leave it at 40. Then the bevel, you keep it at 10, depending on what you are designing. 10. Okay. Then perspective. This is what perspective does. Let me show you. Oh yeah. It might not work on this because this is not a logo or flyer that I'm doing. This is just an ordinary text. Okay, might not work on this. But this, if you want to like shape this, if you want to mock up something, yes, this is what I normally use when I want to try to mock up on Pixellab. Okay, I think and see what it's doing. The next big thing. You see what it did? What I don't like it, so I have to go back. Okay. Before I forget, let me say you made a mistake in what you are designing. This is what you use here. You have to correct it. So we have to go back. Redo. This thing means redo. Okay. Then after perspective, it's 3D rotating here. 3D rotating. So we have to rotate this in a 3D format. This is 3D rotating. Are you seeing it? So depending on how you want to rotate your stuff, this is 3D rotating. Okay. Then another one is 3D text. I want you to pay attention and learn this thing very well, because when we start designing, you have to understand what I'm telling. So because when I start designing, I don't normally talk. That's what I'm trying to show, that when I click something, you know what I'm using that particular one to do. Okay. So this is it. 3D text. So let's turn this text now to 3D. Once you come here to 3D text, click on enable. You see? Let me see. You want to like this? I was trying the. I don't like this oblique something. I prefer perspective. Even though it's perspective, I don't still like using 3D text. I rarely use it. Rarely. When I mean rarely, I hardly use it. But I do use it depending on what I want to do, because this 3D and other is advanced designing. Okay. Then you have to darken it. If you want to darken it, you want to increase it depending on what you want to do. 3D rotation again, you see. Yeah, anyhow you be, that's just it. Then 3D shadow. I want to add shadow. You want to add shadow, but no need of expanding the shadow here. This is just it. Let me say reflection. This is where, are you seeing what this thing did now? Your text is now reflecting. You see? Okay. So this is it, all about using the text this place now. So I believe I'll teach you everything on how to use this. This is, so let's get to the second one, which is this one. And here now I have to be making use of an object or a shape have to import an object, or I'll use shapes. Okay, then let's come here and delete this. Let me delete this. So once I come here, once you are here, sorry, once you are here, you see these stickers, you see import. This import is where you click on, so you can import images from your phone gallery. You understand? Hope you know that Pixellab don't work on iPhone, Apple products. It doesn't work on them unless they have do a new version now. But I know that it doesn't work on them because I have one. I've tried it. It doesn't work. Even on computer, on my laptop one certain time. I don't know, but there's a way you can do it on laptop though. But then if you want to draw, this is where you then shapes. Want to use shapes. This Bezier too is also like Max. You remember when I told you Max is another topic on its own? This one too is also another topic on its own. They're almost similar. So if you want to use it, it has a special training, and it's not most of the time that they use all. Mostly when this Bezier tool is used, is designing logo. If you're designing flyer or social media post, I don't see any reason why you should be using Bezier tools. It's only when you're designing logo that you want to carve out your logo or do something like that. Okay, then this one is arrow. So let's get started. Let me say I want to import sticker. You see there's nothing here. This is shadow sticker. Okay, this, see, how you see, you see why this one is like this. Okay, are you seeing pro? Then want to use emojis. You see, these are your emojis. You want to laugh, you want to cry, you want to do anything. So that's just it. Mostly when I normally use emojis when designing is when I want to like design a YouTube thumbnail. Okay. Okay. Then this is imports. This is the main one of my favorite aspects of Pixellab, honestly. So depending on where you want to import from, you can import from your anywhere, your pictures, your drive, your downloads, your recent pictures, anywhere you want to import from. So let's import something here. Imported this. I've imported this t-shirt now. Okay, this is the delete button here. This is the delete button here. Delete. Your delete button, you want to crop it, you want to copy the image, you want it to go front, you want it to go back. I think I've shown you this position and the relative position, the size, the color, the texture, the opacity, the color filter. Okay, so let's start. Let me say this is what I want to work on now, but before I start, I would love to remove this white background on it. Oh wait, I'm not yet starting with that. Let's go here because I want to change the background of what I'm designing. Okay, if you want to change your background, even you can use image from your gallery depending on what you want to do. Okay, want to change your image, let me come here. Want to change your image, you click on here, this three dot at the top, then you will see image size. You see image size. Okay, this is how to like measure your image. Then if you want to import or design with, like, use image from your gallery to do your design, this is, say, use image from gallery. Okay, then recover autosave. This is where you open your pl files. This is where you export your image or you want to save it, but this is not the only way where you can save your images. Okay, you want to import, you want to use your camera and snap and import something and start designing immediately. That's just it. Okay, let me say I want to change the background of this. I want to change background. I'll first click here. This is where I want to change the background because I don't want to use any image from my gallery to do the background. Okay, but before I change the background, I want to remove this white color. Are you getting what I'm saying? This white color now that is on this t-shirt, so I have to come here, and it's called erase color. Let me show you. You come here. What's wrong with this? It's called erase color here. Okay, then once you click on it, you click on enable. Once you click enable, that white color have disappeared. Okay, let me say now that it is not the white color you want to remove. How do you now do it? This is how to do it. Let me say import something and have a particular color you want to remove. This is how to do it. You click on this pencil icon. Click on this pencil icon, this one, to pick the color you want. Because automatically, once it has a white background, if you import it, once you click on enable to erase color, you will erase the white color. Okay, so let me say I don't want to remove the white, I want to remove the black. This is how I'm going to do it. I'll click on this pencil icon and I'll pick this and I'll do yes. Can you see that the black has been erased? Can you see it, that the black has been erased? But I don't want that. I want my black to be here. So this is what I want to work with. I want to use and do some tutorials for you guys here. Okay, you can see. Then let me change the background. This is where you come. Once you click on the background icon, you come here, colors, to choose the color of the background that you want. I remember what I told you guys about the background. Remember what I said about the background, about the color. If I say background, you can use gradients or ordinary color for your background. You see, I'm going to be using a white background. If I don't want to use a white, I can come to gradients. You can see what I'm doing, depending on what you want to do, but I want to use a white background for this. Okay, so now let's go back. Say copy. This particular one is say copy. I want to copy or I want to crop it. I'm not going to crop, okay, but I'll show you how to crop because this is a tutorial. I want this to be an intensive tutorial. If you finish watching it, anytime you want to use Pixellab, you can be confident in yourself using Pixellab. Okay, once you crop something, you click on crop. Depending on what you want to do, you see, I've turned it upside down. You want it to be like this or like this, depending on what you want to do. You want it to be in a circle. You want to reduce it, but all this I'm not doing it. Okay, then you want to copy, click on copy. You see, we've copied it, but we are not going to be using the duplicates here, so I have to delete it. Then you click on, let me copy this image again. Oh no, let me, yeah, this image, let me copy it because I'm gonna be using it to show people what I mean when they say This is, I've changed the color of this particular one. Okay, and let's go back to where we are. Let me say this one is already at the front. I'll be like, go back. It has gone to the back of this. You see, when I click on go back. If you want it to go back, if you want what you're designing to go back, click on go back. If you want it to come to the front, you click on come to the front. Okay, this is the position, so I'll be showing you everything. So I want it to come to the red clothes to come back to the front. I'll click on to the front. You see, our clothes is back again at the front. Then let me make it smaller so it won't disturb what you are designing. Anytime I need it, I'll have to make it big again. So this is, if you want to reduce the size of what you are designing, let me show you. So you can hold it here. If you want to make it big, you can hold it. If you want to make it cover the screen, you see, then you can just hold it here in this blue thing. I'm holding it now, and you move it. This thing is very easy. Okay, you just do it here. Okay, let me say this particular one, I want to move it to be at the upper side of the clothes of the black one. You see, if I want to move it down, see where I'm clicking. I want to move up, you click here. If you want to move it up, you click here. If you want to move it down, you click here. Left, right, depending on where you want to move it. Left, right. Okay, depending on where you want to move it. Okay, let me say I want to move this thing up. Not move it by the side. I want to move it to the left. Okay, now let me say that this thing, I want it to be at the middle of my background. Then I'll click on this relative position. This relative position. The relative position. This is the one I'll click on. As I click on it, I'll now click. See, it's already at the center. If I want it to come, you want it to be at the center, just click here. So, you want it to be, just click here. You want it to be at this, that is the middle of your design, the middle. You click here. Then if you want it to be by this side, you click here. Depending on the side you want it to face. You want it to go up, you click here. If you want it to go down, you see what I'm telling you now. So this is it. I want it to move. It's already at the center, so I want it to move at the middle of here. You see, it's already at the middle of this place. I want it to go to the extreme end. Then you see, I want it to go up, I want it to go down, depending on where I want it to go. You see, so this is just it for this one. Then you come to relative size. The relative size is the size of what you are designing. If you don't want to reduce or increase it like this, then you can use this and increase it also, or reduce it. Okay, you can increase the height if you just, but once you're increasing the height, once you're working on any of them, it's going to be affecting each other. The height and the width are affecting each other. Okay, then you come to color again. This one now is color. Click on color. So I've said about color several times here now, depending on the color you want to use. Okay, let's continue. Then you come to texture. Once you come to texture here, you click on this picture icon. You bring it to your gallery or you should ask you to choose where you want to select your picture from. Let me say I want to do this thing, add texture to that red polo. This is what I'll do. I'll click on my picture. I'll select the image that I want. Okay, I'll select this. Let me say I don't want everything to show. I'll just, depending on the side you want to show, I just leave it like this. Don't know. Oh, sorry, I did not read. I did not add something to it. Okay. Before, let me say you want to add texture to something like this. What you're going to do is this: you have to import shapes, and this is how to take shapes. Right. Shapes. This is shapes. See what I'm going to do. Let this thing behaving like this. Right. Okay. Let me increase this one first. This one too. Then I'll come here. See where I clicked? Did you guys see what I did? I clicked here. Then once I click on it, please just be focused and see what I'm doing. Okay, I'll click on this and this. You can see it, right? Then you merge. Wait, let me show you this place. This place here is used for merging something. This is used for merging something. If you want to move everything you've designed, I'll still show you that one. Then once you are done, you click on it. Or if you want to delete something from there, that's just how this one works. So I want to merge now. I have to click here. Hold on, click merge the objects. Okay, so I've merged these two. Then I have to add texture to it. You can see I've added texture to it. This is our texture. Okay, click on, oh, what did I just do? I deleted this texture, sorry. Let me go back. This is the one we want to use, so click on it. So once you click on it, you can see. Then you go to the texture again. If you want to increase this, can you see what it's doing? Can you see? Depending on what you want to do. Okay, after the texture, this is opacity, so let me use this opacity. Can you see? I'll reduce it because you did not see it again. This is the opacity. Okay, I think I've taught you guys all these opacity. I'm just looking for the ones I've not talked about. Talk about shadow, emboss, perspective. Okay, okay, max. You want to max something in. See, this is how to do max, but max and bezier to that all the same. So I told you, it's not just something you just say, oh, I'm learning it at once. No, this is one of, let me be honest with you, this bezier to and max is the hardest part of Pixellab for me. I will just say for me, the hardest part. But what can man do? You have to learn. If you want to be a professional, you want to be perfect, you want to design like a pro, you have to learn, you have to dedicate your time. Okay, so this is just it. Okay, so let me say erase. I'm not showing you guys how to erase something from here. So you want to erase something, you click here. This is the erase. Once I click on this, let me say I want to erase something here. Then you can increase your pencil size. Can you see what I'm doing? You can decrease it. See when it's decreased. My pen, I'm cleaning something. Like this. So if I want it to be like this, wait, what you want to erase. You see, I'm erasing it. I want to clean it. If you want it to be faster, I want to clean everything, but we are not cleaning, so you just have to go back to what you are doing. Then the eraser, I've thought about stroke. So I think what is remaining here, what is remaining, all these ones are the same. You see that stuff I show you for text also, it's also here in boards, inner shadow, give it a red shadow, wanna give it, depending on the shadow you wanna give your design. Okay, okay, what else? I want to make sure that I've touched everything here. Okay, okay, color filters. See what I'm talking about? Color filters. This is color filters. Color filters. When it comes to color filters, you click on it. Color filter doesn't work for natural color like black and white. Okay, you can see I'm trying to increase the black one. See, I'm working on the black one. See, it doesn't work for them. Okay, then let me say this is the yellow one I want to work on. Let me keep it here. Then click on color filter. On this, you know why it won't work on it? Because I've added texture to it. Let me say I deleted the texture and the color is red. Okay, let's go back so you can see the work of color filter. Texture, I'll have to delete the texture. I've deleted it. Then let's go back to color filter. Can you see what the color filter is doing? I've deleted the texture. Can you see what the color filter is doing? Just changing the color. This is the saturation. This is the hue. You see the brightness. This is contrast. Changing. I'll use this color. Do you know what amazing thing about this color filter? There's one design I did one time. My client was like, I don't like this color, this that. And guess what? He's the one that said I should use that color for him. When I'm done, he don't like it. So I was like, how will I go back and start designing again? Because okay, this idea of color filter came into my brain. I have to come here and do it. And he was like, wow, this is actually what I told you to do for me. I was like, okay, sir, no problem. You shall pay me my money. Okay. So this is it for these ones. This is shape. So let me say you want to change the color of the shape depending on what you want to do. Depending on what you want to do. Let me say you want to change the shape. You click on this. You see, you make your choice from all these multiple shapes. Click on this. Click on it. So you click on it. So see, this is circle. I want to use another color entirely. See, this is circle. If you don't want to, like, let me say you want to use this and see bring out circle out of it. This is how to do it. You increase the radius. Are you seeing it? So this is circle also. It only works for rectangle, I mean square. Okay, you can't use a rectangle or triangle to achieve this. No, me say you don't want to, you just do it like this. Okay. Okay. Then arrows. Arrows are not usually used that much, but depending on what you want to do, you can use arrows. If you want it to have a pointed mouth, the beginning of the arrow. This is it. If you want it to have the pointed mouth, this is the end of the arrow. You have to choose what you want the end to look like. If you want the end to look like this one, you click on. If you want it to be like this, if you want it to be like this, if you want it to be like this, you want it to be like this. Okay, that's just it for all this. Okay, so that's in the remaining. I want to make sure that we cover up. Okay, here, let me say you want to increase what you're doing so you can see it. You see, you increase it so you can have a better view of what you want to design. Let me say what you're doing with time. You have to zoom in. This is used for zooming. You want to see you for zooming, okay? You can bring it back to the normal. This is just it. Okay. And let me say, I told you that this one is used for reduce. This thing is called reduce. It's called reduce. You want to reduce something. This one is called, is meant for alignment. I'll show you what this one too is used for. This one is the quotes. This one is the share if you want to share it. This one is for saving. This one is for saving. This one is for saving. This one is plus. When you want to add something, if you want to edit or you want to delete, you can also follow here and delete. Okay. So let me say, I have to delete this now. I want to work on this. So let me add text. How do you add text? If you come here, there's no text, then you click on this plus icon and text. Come here, plus icon. Once you click on it, it's going to bring the new text. Then you click on this, the edit button. So you to be deleting it one. You just click on delete button here. Then let me say CHASER'S. CHASER'S Tech Academy. Can you see it? So all these things now are in small letter. If I want it to be in capital letters, I'll click on this TT icon. Okay, I'll make it to be capital letter or I'll make it to be small letter, depending on what I want to do. Then once I'm done, I'll click on OK. See, I want it to be capital letter, you want it to be, then click on OK. CHASER'S Tech Academy. How to reduce this? Then I have to change the color of this. Okay, or this is my brand color. If you notice, golden yellow is my brand color. So I'll come and change the text. I'll come to this. I'll use Adlina Cardboard Demo. Okay. Let me say you want to design something and you don't want to be touching it for it to be moving. You come here. This is called lock. I have to lock this now. Can you see it? If you don't want to be seeing it, so that it can give you space to design on that, you have to click on this eye, this thing. This is lock. This is hide. This eye something is hide. If you want to edit it, this is edit. You have to bring you to that interface. Okay, so that's just it. So let me say I want to hide it. I just click on this. You see, design have disappeared, but it's not yet deleted, but it's still there. Okay, if you want it to come back, you just click on the icon again. You see, it's here again, but I've locked it so it will not be disturbing what I'm doing. CHASER'S Tech Academy. And you see, I'm trying to write something on this t-shirt. This is CHASER'S Tech Academy. I've changed the font. Let me see, I want to reduce the size more. Let me import one object and add here. Because personally I love both, so I have to go to erase color. Can you see where all these things I told you is coming through? Erase color. I've erased the color, the white color, so I have to reduce it. So if change the color of this, I want this, I want the same color. For this CHASER'S stick, so I have to make sure that this is at the center, it's not, and okay, so I want it to be here, I want it to be here, this at the center. Let me check, this at the center. When the follow is not at the center, I think that's why. So let me do this follow so it can be at the center. Okay, so it's at the center now. Okay, just take academy. Let me see, you can click on this edit icon here, this edit icon, this. Once you click on it, it will bring you all this copy, edit, text, size, color. Okay, now if I want to copy CHASER'S Academy, I have to click on copy. It has copied it for me. Can you see? I have to edit it. You know what I told you, you have to just click on the delete icon. Okay, can see I just designed a simple t-shirt. Can you see what I did? A simple t-shirt, as easy as that. Okay, so this is just it. Okay, now let me say I want to save. I have to click on this because this is one of the most important things. If you want to save, you click on this. Okay, you want to save your image, please don't make the mistake of saving as JPG, JPEG. Mostly when you want to print it, especially what you want to print out, if you want to print it out, it's not going to retain the same quality if you save it as JPEG. You have to save as PNG. Click on this, you see PNG, then you come here, don't save as default, come to ultra, PNG and ultra, that is the highest, the best. So when you want to print it, it is going to come out. Okay, then if you don't want to, like, you're not done with the work and you want to go and do another thing with your phone, this is what you do. You come here, save as project. Then let me say this one is football club. Let me just name this one football club. Football. What's wrong with this now? Football. Okay, so when I go to here, I will now click on open PLP file. If you click on open, you see the football here. Okay, can see it. So anytime you want to do this thing, I don't know why it's still like this, I've made a mistake. Okay, that's just how to do it. Okay, so this is just it. So in our next class, next time, I'll be teaching you, we'll be doing practical, because I'll teach you how to use everything here. We'll be doing practical. So this is just it. So if you've gotten value from this video, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. You can ask me any question you want to ask me under the comment section. I'll be there to reply you. Okay, thank you. Fine.